Is your grey hair making you look older or cheaper? If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought your grey looks a little tired, dull, or like it's dragging your whole appearance down, this video is your wake-up call. Because today, we're talking about how to make your grey hair look expensive. At any age, but especially after 60, stay with me until the end because I'm saving the most transformative tip for last, which is the one that even seasoned stylists often overlook. First things first, your haircut sets the entire tone. It always starts with the cut. The right cut can lift your entire face, soften your features, and instantly make you look more put together. On the flip side, an outdated or overgrown style can make even the healthiest grey hair look tired and messy. Grey hair has a different texture than what you may have had in your 30s or 40s. It can be coarser, drier, and less uniform in colour. That means the haircut you used to love might not flatter you the same way anymore. Holding on to old styles can actually weigh you down and hide your features instead of enhancing them. A well-structured cut helps define your look. Bobs are always a classic choice because they're clean and flattering. A chin-length bob with a soft angle can make your jawline pop and give your face a gentle lift. If you like shorter hair, a layered pixie is stylish and easy to manage. For those who still love longer styles, adding layers helps keep your grey hair from falling flat and adds that soft movement that keeps your look youthful and fresh. If your hair hasn't seen proper shape in a while, now is a great time to visit a stylist who knows how to work with grey hair. Even small changes like trimming the ends or adding face framing layers can make a big difference. Think of it as a fresh start that supports everything else you do for your hair. Next, let's talk about something your grey hair absolutely needs to look expensive, and that's shine. As we age, our hair naturally loses moisture. Grey strands, in particular, become more porous, which means they soak up moisture but have a hard time holding onto it. Instead of reflecting light, like younger or well-hydrated hair, grey hair often ends up absorbing it. That's when it starts looking lifeless or even a little yellow at the ends or around the face. It's frustrating, but there are easy fixes that make a real difference. A professional glossing treatment is one of the best ways to bring that light-reflecting finish back. Many salons offer clear gloss services that coat each strand, seal the cuticle, and add a silky texture. But if you're more of a do-it-at-home kind of person, there are great over-the-counter options too. Clear glosses like DPHUE Gloss Plus or Kristin S. Signature Gloss are easy to use in the shower and give a similar softening and brightening effect. They don't color your hair, they simply enhance what's already there, making it look cleaner and shinier. Regular deep conditioning is another must. Weekly treatments with hydrating masks help restore moisture and softness. Look for masks with ingredients like keratin, argan oil, or shea butter. These strengthen your strands and leave your hair feeling smoother and more manageable. Even just leaving a deep conditioner in while you do chores or read a book can make a big difference over time. Don't forget to rinse with cooler water when you finish washing your hair. It might sound small, but this helps seal the hair cuticle and lock in shine. Hot water opens the cuticle and can cause frizz, while cool water smooths everything down. Shiny hair always looks more youthful and more intentional. It tells people you take care of yourself, and that matters. When your hair has that healthy glow, everything else starts to come together. Now that we've talked about shine, let's focus on something that can quietly undo all your hard work, which is to tone down the brassiness. This happens to a lot of women, especially those who spend time in the sun or have hard water at home. Grey hair is more vulnerable to environmental damage. It acts like a sponge, soaking up minerals, pollution, and even leftover product buildup. Over time, this causes yellow or orange undertones to creep in, making the hair look faded, uneven, or even slightly stained. That's where a good purple shampoo comes in. It works by neutralizing those warm tones and bringing your hair back to a cooler, more silvery shade. But the trick is using it the right way. if you go overboard with purple shampoo, your hair can end up with a bluish or violet tint, especially if it's light and porous. On the other hand, if you don't use enough or use it inconsistently, the yellow tones will keep coming back. The sweet spot for most women is once a week. That gives your hair enough time to stay toned without drying it out. Look for a purple shampoo that's sulfate-free and gentle. Sulfates can strip moisture, and since grey hair already runs drier, it's best to avoid anything too harsh. Brands like Clairol Shimmer Lights, L'Oreal Silver, and Matrix. So Silver are great choices that have been trusted for years. After using purple shampoo, always follow up with a rich, hydrating conditioner. This keeps your strands soft and manageable while preventing any stiffness or roughness from the toner. You can even try using a purple conditioner if you want extra toning without going all in on the shampoo each time. Another trick that helps with brassy tones is installing a shower filter. It removes mineral buildup from hard water and can protect your hair from that yellowish tint in the first place. It's a simple change that many women don't think of, but it can really extend the brightness of your grey. Now that you've got the right tone and shine, let's talk about the one thing that pulls everything together. Choose your styling wisely. A good haircut and healthy shine are a great foundation, but how you style your grey hair makes all the difference in how expensive and polished it looks. The goal isn't to look overdone. It's to look like you've made an effort without trying too hard. There's a fine line between natural and neglected, and styling is where that line gets drawn. Grey hair tends to have a mind of its own. It can be coarse in some spots, flat in others, and prone to frizz or puffiness, especially in humid weather. That's why your styling products matter. Heavy gels and sticky mousses from the past can make your hair feel stiff, crunchy, or greasy. These older formulas often leave behind buildup, which weighs down the hair and dulls your natural silver or white tones. Instead, go for lightweight creams, smoothing serums, or volumizing sprays that enhance your hair's texture without making it feel coated. Look for products that are made specifically for mature or dry hair. These are often packed with hydrating ingredients and have a soft, flexible hold. A few pumps of a light volumizing mousse at the roots, followed by a quick blow-dry, can breathe life into flat hair. Speaking of blow-drying, a round brush can be your best friend. It's one of the easiest ways to lift the roots, shape the ends, and smooth down flyaways. Blow-drying with a round brush gives your hair movement and bounce, and when done gently, it helps reflect light. That makes your grey hair look fuller, shinier, and more vibrant. Now that we've styled it up, let's focus on something that sums up the entire look: your confidence. You can have the perfect haircut, the silkiest shine, and colour that's toned just right. But none of it truly stands out unless you carry it with confidence. That's the unspoken detail that takes grey hair from just nice to truly striking. Confidence adds value. It tells the world without saying a word that you take pride in how you care for yourself. And here's the thing: confidence doesn't come from pretending. It comes from knowing you've put in the time, energy, and care into showing up as your best self. When your grey hair is healthy, styled, and intentional, it feels like an extension of who you are, not something you're settling for. It feels empowering, like you've chosen this look rather than letting it happen to you. Consistency is what feeds that feeling. It's the little habits. Keeping up with regular trims, doing your weekly conditioning treatments, protecting your hair from heat or sun, trying a new style once in a while. These habits don't have to be expensive or complicated, they just have to be steady. They tell your hair story over time. They show that your appearance matters to you, not for anyone else's approval, but because you deserve to feel good in your own skin. And it shows. When you walk into a room with soft, polished grey hair that clearly gets regular love, people notice. Not because it's loud or trendy, but because it's cared for. That care reads as expensive, elevated, and powerful. It sends a message of self-respect and quiet strength. It's not about looking younger, it's about looking like you, fully present, fully in charge, and fully at ease with where you are. That kind of energy is magnetic. That's what gives grey hair its richness. That's what makes it unforgettable. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's the one thing you do that makes your grey hair feel more elegant? Let's share ideas in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching this video, you will definitely love this next one.